Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Catching Up with Socials podcast. In today's episode, let's talk about how overconsumption can be limiting your progress or productivity in your business. I know that we all love to watch tips or listen to people's advice. They may have done it before, but sometimes, should I even call it over listening? Yeah, or too much of that can hinder your progress. So I'll be sharing from my experience. Yeah, I'm sharing from the things that I've learned on my journey as a business owner and as well as a content creator and someone in tech industry as well, because this is something that we will all deal with regardless of what area of your life you're dealing with, even in your personal life as well. So stay tuned. So I'll start by saying that sometimes over-consuming can stem from a place of fear. And as somebody who does in personal growth, self-improvement area, fear is something, even like in your personal life, fear is something that you will deal. It is an emotion that is there. You can't completely erase it. Yeah, but in business, yeah, or in your career, whatever you're doing, sometimes fear can cause us to always want to get advice from people, always want to listen to what someone else is doing just so that they can avoid making mistakes. And there's so much from that. Yeah, but I'll start from saying that sometimes fear is the root of overconsumption. Fear of not knowing, fear of failing, or fear of seeing that, or letting people see that you don't know what you're doing. That's the way I would phrase it as somebody that has experiences or still experiences from time to time. So, what I'll say is, I'm not advocating that you shouldn't take advice from people or you should completely block out your tips. And no, I'm not saying that. But the awareness to this is how we can make change. We can improve as people who are trying to grow a business. Yeah, who are trying to grow a successful business, or even as a content creator. If you're trying to be productive, sometimes taking tips, or if you're trying to be productive or like with your content creating journey, sometimes overtaking tips, always want to find shortcuts and all of that, can prevent you from actually producing. And this, you also find this is very common maybe when somebody's trying to learn about a platform. And I'm even going to use that even in tech, that sometimes we're trying to learn a programming language or how to do certain things, people go on to watch multiple articles, all the like multiple tutorials, reading plenty articles without actually creating. They go on because they're trying to avoid mistakes. While I'm missing the point that sometimes the mistakes you make, are of value to your journey because they are your mistakes. Maybe someone else may have encountered that or something, but your mistakes are important because it shows you from your perspective ways you need to improve. Yes, and I'll connect this to also mental health. Yes, we're talking about business, but all these things contribute to you. That is the center of your business. You are the core person. And if you're just starting, just know that if your mental health suffers, your business will suffer, especially when you don't have people handling certain tasks for you. So over consuming sometimes can be overwhelming to your mental health, can make you anxious, that can make you feel anxious, can put you in the point where you're scared to make mistakes that will help you improve. So with that, show you the angle for mental health. When you realize that you're always overloading yourself with information, from my experience, that could be something that will make you feel overwhelmed because there's so much now. You get to the point of, where do I start from? That's how I feel whenever I find myself doing that. You get to the point that, okay, there's so much, where am I going to start from? And The part where I struggled with it was when it came to content strategy or having content pillars. And it made me think that I was being productive, following people's, oh, have four, have three, have the minimum of five, doing the whole course. Sometimes that is just you procrastinating in your own way instead of getting started. And I feel that when you get started, it shows you, yeah, it kind of like shows you from your perspective how you like to improve. I know that maybe having content pillars from the beginning, it depends. That's what I'm saying. It depends. So for some people, this will work. For some people, this is overwhelming. This is like questioning yourself, what am I even doing? I don't have the right pillars. Then you try to come and start checking, oh, what are the right pillars for me? Or I don't have my core message. Sometimes people figure these things at the beginning, but for other people, like myself included, you figure this out as you grow or as you go. Yeah. Sometimes you need to start creating for your own path, for your own strategy, for your own system to be formed. But it's good to be intentional that, oh, yes, I need to have a system that works for me. But if you're constantly taking, oh, this successful creator has done this one has done this one has done this, those people have done things that are unique to them. Yeah. Watch, yes. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch or take tips from them. You should, you could then do that. Take their lessons, but it is essential that you practice. You start creating from your perspective. That's very important. That's an important part of your growth or journey as a content creator or a business owner. Like I said, what may have worked for other people works for them, but it may not work for you because maybe your own journey is different. For me, I'll say that I was feeling overwhelmed when it came to this content strategy and pillar stuff. It was easy for me to do it for other people. When it came to my own, I was struggling. For me, how I've been able to navigate that is going back to my core why and my intentions. Yeah, that has helped me shape what I would like to share or what I would like to talk about with people. It was so easy when I was doing it from my personal page, yeah, because one thing I talk about mostly on that space is just self improvement, healing, and I didn't need to have all these pillars. I know that my intention is to, you see, setting my intention. My intention is to share everything I've learned for people that are walking the same journey. I didn't need to start doing put group things. Sometimes that's what I'm saying. For some people, that makes it more organized. But for people like me, that makes it feel like a lot. Yeah. And you necessarily don't really have to do that. You need to find what works for you. And this is me finding what works for me. So I went back to my why. Why am I doing this? Because that's why Simon Sinek has a book called Start With Why. I have not read it yet. I've seen some of the videos where he talks about it. I've not read it yet. I'm going to read it. But I see some videos where he's talked about it and why your why is your intention and it is essential for things you're doing. Your why is what directs your path and your journey. Yeah. Your why will show you how you should approach certain things. If your intention is to educate people, why are you leaning towards the path that of people that are trying to go viral? Now, it was even my friend that helped me make this clear for my own journey. He's like, you are trying to educate people on certain things. Now, maybe look at your content creation as a way of you creating like a hub or a library or where people can go and search for what they need. That made more sense to me. Yeah, because I know, okay, so what would I want people to work on? Maybe their childhood trauma, or maybe if we're using business as an example, maybe how to set up online. You see, this is a topic for me to talk about. And then that breaks down into multiple topics. Okay, if you're saying online and talking about Instagram, or you're talking about Twitter, so you're able to break that down in your own way. So when my friend gave me that, oh, okay, look at it from this perspective. That made more sense to me. Yeah. And I sat down, I wrote, okay, so let's say I'm talking about healing. This is when I was doing my content for my YouTube channel. I went and okay, so I want to talk about healing emotional trauma. And that broke down into different things. I'm flipping in case you hear a book. Yeah. That broke down into different topics for me, how to deal with triggers and self doubt. That moved on to different things. So getting down to your intention. Why are you doing this? Why did you start your business in the first place? Yeah, that would help you. And some people, you can even go be about going about the route of understanding who your customers are. Who are you trying to sell to? That is your intention, literally. So that could help you break down things on how you can go with content creation, or even how you can sell to them. Because they say you want to sell, people are like, I want to sell to everyone. When they say that to me, I just laugh. I'm like, the reason why we're telling you to be how will I put it, to be more, not even more niche. The reason why we're saying that you should focus on selling to one person doesn't mean you're ignoring the rest. Sometimes your marketing message, yeah, you could have multiple marketing messages where you're talking to different people. Maybe in one message you're talking to moms, you're talking to couples, you're talking to moms with kids. Do you see? There they are able to, so it's different when you're saying women. Women will receive it differently. The audience women will receive it differently than when you're talking to mothers. Because women consist of people that are not mothers, people that are mothers, married, unmarried, divorced, you see, different should I say demographics of people, of women. It could be men. When I say men, yeah, it couldn't be all men basically. Like if you're trying to sell, you know that it depends on your product. You'll be trying to sell to all men. Yes, there are products like that. But sometimes you're trying to sell to maybe single men, married men, divorced men, maybe men in the tech industry. The same thing with women. Maybe you're trying to sell to people in the construction industry, depending on who you're trying to target. So sometimes it could be you understanding your core intentions as for you as a person, which is what I went towards when it was my personal content. But as a business owner, it could also be who you're trying to sell. If you're somebody that leans into the service business where you're offering services to certain people, it could be your intention, who you're trying to teach, or also looking at the audience you're trying to serve. Let me expand more on making your own mistakes. I would like, the only way we can learn, yeah, is by practicing what we've learned. This is why some people will tell you that when you learn something, try to teach it to somebody else. That helps you learn more, because teaching it to someone else can open you to more perspective, open you to maybe some ways, like questions they might be asking that you didn't think of, and then you get to learn it more again. So making your own mistakes is like you practicing what you know. It's like you getting started. You don't become a business owner by going to just school like that, business school. Going to business school doesn't make you a business owner. When you start a business, that's what makes you a business owner, because then you start seeing what it feels like to be a business owner. Things you need to do. You see, the lessons, the tips, everything is important, as well as you getting started, so you can make your own mistakes, yeah, and you can also create your own corrections of how you want to move and achieve the things that you want. And on this part, this is also where I want to say, why do we always run towards tips, hacks, and tricks? Yeah. And I'm going to put it or lean towards the part of fitness, where we understand the work. This is what I tell people. Yeah. You know what you have to do, you know what you need to do. Yeah. When we go to lose weight to become a successful business owner, you know what to do. But a lot of us will lean into the part of, oh, what are the latest hacks, tricks? This is why I said you should check your intentions. Yeah, are you trying to build value, build a system for your business? Yeah, which will benefit whatever growth your business will attain. Yeah, are you trying to start from the roots, or you're trying to start from being viral? Do you get people leaning towards that? uh I need to go viral. I need to I how are you What structure are you building to maintain that? That's the question for you. What structure are you building to maintain that virality that you want to attain as a business or a small business owner or entrepreneur? Do you have the root structures? Are you grounded enough to handle when you go viral? You know how to navigate towards connecting to your core audience. Because anybody, to be someone says that anybody can go viral, but it's like, how else do you handle it after that? Some people just blow up and then they are unable to maintain it. Yeah. So it depends. I had to check my intention. I am not trying to, if anything that says go viral, that's great. But I want to be or connect with people that need what I am doing. Yeah. So I have to have things that, apart from the viral videos, they can lean into us. Oh, okay. We also have these topics. Yeah. We have a library of information that things of topics or content people need that we already created. Sorry. So yeah, I'm saying check your intention and stop looking for all the old tips and and hacks. This is something they tell you. Like, okay, let me use even fitness as a great example. Let's say you want to lose weight or lose fat, whichever one you choose. Instead of checking the habits you formed over the years or the way you've been living your life, people move forward to change things. Yeah, just to change tips and tricks. Okay, I'll just stop drinking soda and stop doing this. But in the first place, what emotions were you trying to, or what were you trying to get rid of when you started drinking soda or these minerals or carbonated drinks? What was happening when you started doing this as a coping mechanism? So you have to reflect here and check the structure, check the habits, check the daily things you're doing that's contributing to the weight gain. Not just going straight, okay, you need to punish yourself because of the weight gain. No, it's recognizing everything that's happening, your environment, everything you're consuming, both through food, both through information, how that is helping. So maybe this fitness example gives you a broader view of what I mean by actually doing the work than looking for the latest tips. Because I don't even have to explain to you how much of value there is from actually building your business and having the structures necessary you need to be successful. It's not just something that, if you're looking towards longevity per se, if you're looking towards having maybe your weight loss, yeah, be a thing that you don't flip and go back to where you used to be before. You need to do should I say, a structural change, or you need to look at those core things about you. Like I said, it's not just food that people are eating, it could be their beliefs, it could be their behavior, it could be trauma. So it's you doing the work and not leaning to the latest tips and tricks, which your intention should be able to show you. If you're looking to go viral, then good. Go for all the viral tips you see. But if you're looking to actually build a business that is sustainable, that's going to withstand the loud moments and the quiet moments, you need to do the work. Yeah. Another thing that overconsumption can result to is people doing things exactly how other people do it. Yeah. This is why I said at the end of the day, you need to practice to find what works for you. That's very important. So you don't have to, because that is what makes, should I say, stand out? Yeah. That's what makes a brand, I'll say. There's no, who should I, Coca-Cola is not trying to do it like Pepsi, neither is Pepsi. Yeah. Should I use an example? Or even Nike and Adidas. Yeah. They have what makes them them. When you see Just Do It, you're thinking of Coca-Cola. I'm sorry. You're thinking of Nike, yeah? And they're different. They have their own, because they've been able to, I think they've been able to create that structure, should I say culture or structure, that allow them to keep growing, and then people, they become recognizable. Yeah. So whatever business you're trying to build, I tell my friends too, you have to do it your own way. Even me, when I was trying to decide how I would like to approach content, I'm like, fuck, I really don't want to be dancing in my videos. I don't need to do that. And even with content, I believe that if you're looking for how to do certain things for your business, it's already out there. I am going from what is more authentic to me, which is this line of actually talking to business owners, asking them several questions. Like in the last episode, if you've not listened to it, please check it out. I spoke to the founder of K-pop store, yeah, and then we talked. I was a question I asked him, what makes K-pop the best tool for small business owners, which is something that is very unique to him. And for me as a person, understanding that this is what is unique to me, that even in my personal life, I have that going on. And I feel like this is, even for my own journey, the things I'm learning, I feel like there are people that this speaks to basically. And my own my own flow. Yeah, I'm not trying to do it like everybody else. I feel like a lot of things I've already done before. I don't have to recreate certain things to stand out as a business owner. So for you, sorry, I need to drink water. But anyway, for you, you need to find what makes what's authentic to you. You have to find your own way. Unless you're trying to do it like another brand, then okay, that's your intention. But if you're not trying to, you need to figure out your own way. So, my main point about this overconsumption of information: stop consuming to the point that it makes you feel like you're not creating. You need to create. That's how you create your own flow. You need to start producing. You need to start putting yourself out there. That's how you improve as a business owner or content creator or entrepreneur. That's how you improve, because you will make mistakes. When you avoid mistakes, you're not going to learn. It's with the mistakes that you make, the things that you keep doing, and see ways that what's working for you or what's not working for you. You drop things, you improve till you find what works for you. So for me on my journey, overconsumption, yes, even when you're learning a programming language and you're not practicing, you don't actually learn, because with your own practice building, you make mistakes, and then, oh, okay, I know next time not to do this because it doesn't go in line with what I'm trying to do. That's how you learn on your journey. So I'm going to stop here in this episode. I'm sure there are more to share, yeah, but like I said, how you can start, or how you can go through this feeling of unproductivity, which is caused by overconsumption, is to start doing. Start doing, check your intention. Don't avoid mistakes. Make mistakes, because they will help you learn. And finally, keep doing till you find what works for you. I mean, so far, I'm still working my path and my journey as a small business owner. I'm excited for what I'm going to create, because I keep learning, and I hope sharing this connects to whoever needs it. See you in the next episode. And if you know anybody that may just be consuming, oh, I'm doing this course, I need to do this first. It's fear and avoidance sometimes. Sometimes these courses and stuff are necessary. But who says that you have to do it first before you start doing the things that you want to do? Depending on, this doesn't apply to everybody. If you know you can get started and be doing the course as you're doing it, do it. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say in this episode. See you in the next one. Bye.